All right, this is the final project for the year. We are going to be doing something called My Technology ABC Book. Now, in our social studies class, we've talked about how technology can be anything that is man-made, not necessarily anything that's electronic. So this project is actually fairly open to you. I've had kids do like the technology of sports or video games or spices. So lots of different things that you can do. So here we go. This week you'll be creating a technology ABC book using Google Presentations. Using Google Presentations, create a page for each letter of the alphabet. Each letter should represent a technology that is meaningful to you. Each page should have a background, and you got to think about a children's book. Each page should have a statement. A is for apple, B is for banana, and so forth. Once you have your first page created on the first page, you want to use the duplicate feature, and I'll show you that in a few minutes. Each page should have a description of the item or explanation. Each page should have at least one image on the page. Each image should have a border around it. Once your book is complete, you're going to download your presentation as a PDF, and then you're going to see me for more information here. And then you'll submit the book via Canvas. And when you submit via Canvas, you'll actually submit it as your normal Google Drive file. So here's an example here. This is Mr. E's My Technology ABC book. So I have A is for Apple and Android. The smartphone race is on. While Apple is a hit with the hipster crowd, Android is far superior in what it can do. And of course, that's a personal opinion. Moving on, B is for Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a short-range wireless connection used in smartphones, computers, and other electronics. C is for Chrome. Chrome is a browser invented by Google. It is the most efficient browser on the web today, and that was 2014, and I would still agree to that even though it's 2017. D is for dot matrix printer. A dot matrix printer is a printer that forms images, letters, and numbers by printing tiny dots. And I didn't go too far on this. E is for email and so forth. Now I have a couple other examples here. We have Madison's ABC book. One of the things that she was very passionate about was doing animals, and I said, okay, if you don't do common animals, you can do that. And so if we look at each of her pages, and I'm not going to go into presentation, A is for African clawed frog. Next one is B is for bongo. C is for clouded leper. And so she did her whole book just like that. Another example that I have is Rose Williams. She's at RPA right now, I believe. Or if not, she's graduated. One of the cool things that she did, where is it at? Let's go ahead and try that again. We'll click on that. There it goes. Is she did the ABCs of technology as well, but she actually did a little bit different, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what she did. A is for Amazon, a wonderful online store upon which you can browse for blenders, toys, books, and more. B is for BlackBerry, a phone now not often used, overtaken by iPods and smartphones, but small fingers have nothing to lose. C is for calculator, a device that can multiply, add, subtract, and divide swifter than we could even try. So her whole book, she actually went above and beyond and actually made all of hers rhyme together, which was excellent. And then I had Charmaine, and Charmaine did hers on a spice book, and so she was really interested in different spices. So A is for allspice, B is for bay leaf, C is for cinnamon. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple things that you'll need to know for doing this. So when you start your presentation, you're going to want to give it a title up here, and this is going to be a title page. I'm going to go ahead and insert a new slide. And what I want to do is I'm going to actually start off by saying A is for Apple. What I'm going to be doing is making a template. Now, I've told you in the past I'm very lazy. I don't want to work harder than I have to work. And so I'm going to show you some tricks to make your life a little bit easier. So I'm going to go to More. I'm going to go ahead and I want to format this just the way I want it to look like here. So I want to click here. I'm going to center that. I want to also change the font because I don't necessarily like that font. Of course, I love this cherry cream soda. And I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit bigger. Let's go 24. I'm going to move it down here. And then I'm going to go ahead and my supporting text, I'm actually going to put a little bit lower. Not that way though, this way down here. And I'll probably put, actually, I think I'll put that up on the top. And then this will be my description. Okay, and I probably want to change that font as well, and I'm going to change that to that same cherry cream soda, and I do not want that to be bolded. Or is it not bolded? No, it's not. And I'm going to go up here, and I actually want to make this just a little bit bigger. Okay, and now I want to go ahead and I will bold that. Okay, next I want to have some sort of descriptor or some sort of background as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to choose this, and what I'm going to do is I'll just make a half and half type of feature here. So I'll do this, and I have to, and if you notice, we've talked about this in Google Draw, sometimes your objects will be on top of the other. So I'm going to arrange, order, I'm going to send to back, and then I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that. I'm going to move it over here. All right, and now a couple things. I want to actually get rid of my line colors. I want it to be transparent, so I'm going to go ahead and make this also transparent. Where is that at? Line color, transparent. And now what I can do is I can actually, throughout my whole book, I can actually go ahead and change the color. So I'm going to do apple, and let's do green. Okay. And of course this one needs to be sent to the back as well. Arrange, order, send to back. And now what I can do is I can start bringing in my images here. Now on something like this, you know, you're going to want to make sure that you really set up your template super well. Obviously I'm going a little quicker for the video here. When you bring in images, I can insert image, and so I can go ahead and grab any type of apple. So say I want to grab, well, let's go ahead and grab this traditional apple right here. I can select that, bring it in, and I'm going to go ahead and shrink it down. Now if you notice, this is a PNG, and we've talked about that. So PNG actually shows the it's transparent, so even if I go over this, you can see it on both sides. I can also bring in other images here. Where did it go? Did I delete that? That's really weird. All right. All right, there it is. If it's a PNG, you don't need to put a border around it unless you want to. But if I bring in another image, I'm just going to bring in a random image here. I was looking at, which one was I looking at earlier here? Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's bring in, I'm trying to find a non-PNG one. Let's say I want to bring in, let's bring in this right here. So an old Apple computer. Now if you notice, this is not a PNG, the colors don't go through. And so one of the things I want to do is, if I bring an image like this, I want to put a border around it. To do that, all I have to do is click on this, and then all I have to do is go up to the line here and say I want size 12, and I want some sort of color that kind of matches along with it, so I can say it's that brown color. And now finally I'll write in my description, and I am done with this page. Now once you develop and design your first page, you want to save yourself time. You don't want to have to design it every single time. To do that, all you have to do is go up to File, and then you want to go down to Duplicate Page. I'm sorry, it's not under File, it's under Slide, and we want to go down to where it says Duplicate Slide. And now when I click Duplicate Slide, what I can do now is I have the exact same slide, and now what I can do is I can say, well, B is for banana. And now I can go ahead, I can change my images here. I can also change my colors here, so I want more banana type colors. And let's get more of a brownish. No, not there. Go over here, over here, over here. There we go. And then I can go ahead and change it to like a brown color. Now, if you notice, of course, after I change my images, I can change everything around here. But all that setup is already done. And with that, have a great time and create your own Technology ABC book.